to Underground Superstar, the entertainment platform where independent and emerging artists come to transform their careers. I'm your host, Cheyenne Washington, and today we are spotlighting some incredible artists. Let's get into it. Who are we here with today?
Hey, Cheyenne, my name is D-Trel.
D-Trel, I'm glad to be with you today. And what city and state are you representing today?
I'm representing Chicago. I come from a small town called Zion, so shout out to all my homies in Zion, Illinois.
Okay, Chi-Town. And can you shout out your socials for the people watching at home?
Yeah, you can find me on all socials. It's D-Trel Music, so D_TREL_music, D-Trel Music.
Okay, let's get into it. What does being an underground superstar mean to you?
To me, it means being someone who might be a little underrated. They don't get as much exposure to more things that other artists might have access to. It's a person that has a lot of creativity, a lot of passion, and somebody that's just, rising up. They're emerging. They're right at the peak of kind of converting over to that stardom that they feel like they have.
Absolutely. Okay, I love that. And I wanted to ask you too, because you kind of have a fusion of music going on. You have a little bit of rap and a little bit of R&B.
Mm-hmm.
So which one did you start in and which one do you prefer?
I started off in R&B. I grew up listening to 90s, 2000s hip-hop R&B music. So a lot of my favorite artists I look up to are people I grew up with: Chris Brown, Usher, Neo, John Legend, Jamie Foxx. So started off singing, and I always knew I could rap if I can rap on beat, so depending on my music I'm making, if I feel like I want to rap on a song, I'll just rap. As long as I stay on beat, stay on key, stay on melody, it's whatever I'm feeling at the time. So it depends on what I'm releasing, what kind of mood I'm in right now, and that'll kind of depend on what I'm going to do that time. But majority is singing.
Okay, cool. And so did you grow up singing? What was your experience with singing and what brought you into it seriously?
Yeah, so to kind of start off with my music journey, back in like junior high, 7th grade, I always knew I liked music. There was something about music, the sound that made me feel good. So I started off actually playing the trombone.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Now, before playing the trombone, I grew up watching like drumline. So I really loved the percussions and like how that made people feel. So I didn't go with the drums. I went with trombone. But after trombone, my senior year in high school, I was pretty, normal, popular, doing the normal stuff that a high schooler does. But my senior year, I really wanted to try something different. So I joined the show choir just to see, how do I sing? Like, is my voice a tenor? Is it an alto? How do you harmonize with people? And I just kind of fell in love with it. I fell in love with knowing who I was as a person, what my vocals can do in high school. And so we used to travel around different schools, perform for different peoples in the gyms, and I was like, man, I love performing.
What? You know what's crazy? You want to know something? I was also in a show choir.
Right. I can feel that.
Yeah,
I knew
you
you
feel
were.
me? We have like a little energy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, period.
So after that, my dad is also a DJ, so he used to take me around different DJ gigs and stuff like that. So music was always around me.
Word.
Okay,
I love that. And so you mentioned that you're from Chicago,
Yep.
right? You're obviously in LA right now, which is another major city.
Yeah.
How was that transition for you? Do you feel like it was rough? Do you feel like it was smooth?
Yeah, you know what? It was smooth at first. I feel like I'm a very social person, so I knew moving across the country was going to be easy for me because I can make friends easily. I can socialize. I can put myself in spaces where I can adapt pretty quickly. So my thing was when I moved out here actually for work, and then music kind of found me.
Oh, interesting.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
So
interesting.
when I moved out here, I was like, I'm going to try to go on The Voice. You know what I mean? So I started going to tapings of different shows to see how they actually are. Because once I know how these tapings are, then I won't be as nervous to actually apply for it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So the first show I went to was America's Got Talent. You meet people in line. They say, what you here for? What you here for? I said, I'm here to, see the audience, but I'm also here because I'm a musician. I want to just see how it is. I might apply next year. So my first instance of singing in front of people in LA was during the commercial break of the semifinals of one of the episodes. You got Simon Cowell up there, Sofia Vergara, Howie Mandel, and all those people. And during the audience, sometimes they try to rile people up. So it was a singing contest.
Oh, okay.
And, in line, I'm telling everybody I'm here for singing. Of course, everybody picked me in the audience, and I'm not prepared to sing nothing. So, they say, I saw a producer come up to me and was like, yo, you better snap because you never know. You never know who's watching.
Yeah.
If you sing and you kill it, somebody might bring you up on the stage.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So they picked me up there, and I was like, I don't know what to sing. I usually go like Brian McKnight Back at One or something like that. I blacked out. I didn't know what I was gonna do. So,
Oh no.
long story short, I got up there, I sang something. Somebody shouted out something. I started singing it, and my first kind of stage fright was everybody flipping their phones over to record, and I'm like, oh shoot, you know what I mean? Froze for like 2 seconds, but then people started clapping, trying to give me the go, and I
Yeah.
killed it.
Yeah.
So that was my first time, performing in front of like 500 people.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So and then after that, I kind of knew I was like, this is what I really want to do.
Okay, amazing. And this is going to be my last question for you today. How do you see your brand and your music changing over the next 5 years?
You know what? I really see it kind of fusing right now because right now I'm in like an R&B hip hop mode with like pop and EDM undertones. I really want my music to kind of just be unique. I want people to feel it. I'm more of a storyteller, so I want people to feel emotions when they hear my songs, whether it's you want to dance, whether you want to cry. I also want to collab with more people because I know what I like to listen to and I know what my ideas are. But if I can pick from somebody else's ideas and we can elevate together on an idea that we both have, so collabing with more artists. I want to start really producing my own stuff because right now a lot of artists or producers send stuff to me and I kind of listen to the beats and I want to write a lot more. I feel like being out here for the last 3 years, I've discovered that I love songwriting. That's my main thing I love to do. That's the songwriting process to making the music is like the most reward I get. You know what I mean? So just more songwriting, more collabing, and I want to release my first album. Right now I have a lot of singles out. I want to make sure this album is perfect. It represents me, represents the sound I want to have too. So yeah.
Okay, well, I definitely see that for you. You seem like you're very determined, so I know you're going to get it done.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for joining
problem.
us today. It has been such a pleasure. You guys make sure that you go follow D-Trel on all socials, okay?
All of them. All of them.
Thank you.
Thank you. That good?
Thank you.